cover this new Ork Faction Focus that just came out. I got a bunch of friends that play Orks, so I know a lot of people are excited for this. So let's see what they give us. Alright, so Green Tide, Beaky Boys, Bugs, Stunties. Pah. We know you really want to hear about Orks. I mean, that's true for a lot of people. Alright, so let's see what they're giving us here. Army roll Wa, as it should be. If your army faction is Orks, once for battle at the start of the battle round, you can call a Wa. If you do until the start of the next battle round, Ork units from army are eligible to declare a charge in a turn in which they advanced. Add one to the strength and attack characteristics of melee weapons equipped by Ork models from your army. Ork models from your army have a 5-up invul save. Alright, so they used to have a Wa that I believe lasted 2 turns, and it had different abilities on the second turn than the first. Now it's just once per battle, and it's at the start of the battle round. So if you're going second, you have to call it on your opponent's turn, which is interesting. But you do get the 5-up invul. Okay. I mean, pretty much what you'd expect from the Wa. So, seems fine. Orks Wa tribe, that's going to be their detachment for the insects. Their attachment rule gets stuck in. Melee weapons equipped by Ork models from your army have the Stains Hits 1 ability. I mean, doesn't seem that overwhelming, but Orks do put out a lot of attacks, so that will stack up. So, seems decent, solid. Let's see what we get here. Beast Snagger Boys. Movement 6, T5, 5-up save, 2 wounds on the knob, 1 on the boys, 7-up leadership, objective control 2. I'm not sure what their save was now, but this seems very similar to what they are in this edition. Slugga pistol, 12-inch range, 1 attack, Ballistic 5, strength 4, 1 damage. Thump gun is blast, 18-inch range, D3 attacks, 5-up, ballistic skill, strength 6, AP 0, 2 damage. So I'm not sure how many guys in the thump guns, maybe 1 per squad. I'm not exactly sure. Because, yeah, they don't give us the back of the data sheet. Maybe 1 for every 10 models. We'll see what they do with that. Choppa, 3 attacks, 3 up to hit, strength 5, neg 1, 1 damage. Close combat weapon, 2 attacks, 3 up to hit, strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage. Power Snappa, I guess that's what, a Power Claw. Attacks 4, weapon skill 3, strength 7, neg 1, 2 damage. That's the difference between Power Snappa and Power Claw is. Very generic, very okay, nothing. I mean, for a generic battle line unit, seems fine. 6-up Feel No Pain built in. Monster Hunter. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack that targets a monster or vehicle unit, you can reroll a hit roll. Nothing really jumps out here. Very generic data sheet. Doesn't seem bad. Doesn't seem amazing. Seems fine. Gaskell. Alright, let's see what they give Gaskell. So they have stats for Makari. So 5-up movement, or 5-inch movement, toughness 6 on Makari 2. 2-up save on Gaz, 7-up on Makari. So unless he's in cover getting a bonus, he's not getting a save. 10 wounds on Gaz, 1 on Makari. I think Gaz is 12 now, so that's a little bit of a downgrade. Leadership 6, Leadership 8, Objective Control 4, Objective Control 1, so 5 total for the unit. Not bad. Range weapon, Mork's Roar, Rapid Fire 4. So 12 attacks, and at math 18 inches, you're going to get 16 attacks. Hits on 5, strength 5, AP 0, 1 damage. Decent. I mean, you're not bringing Gaz for his shooting. Gork's Claw, 6 attacks, 2 up to hit, strength 14, neg 3, 4 damage. And then Makari has a Stabba that has devastating wounds, so mortals on a 6 to wound. 1 attack, 4 up to hit, strength 3, AP 0, 1 damage. a little underwhelmed by Gaz's stats. I mean, like both Gilliman and Abaddon, who I would consider equal level on with him in this edition, at least, have like a 7 or 8 attack, but then they also have like a 12 or 14 attack. He just gets the 1. I mean, he does put out more shooting than them, but a little underwhelmed with Gaz. Leader, so he will be joining units. Prophet of the Wall, Great Wall. While this unit is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the hit roll and 1 to the wound roll. Okay. Gazkul's Banner. Gazkul's Wall Banner is an aura. While a friendly Ork unit within 12 of Makari, if you have called a wall, this battle round melee weapons equipped by models in that unit have a lethal hits ability. So 6 is to wound auto wound, or 6 is to hit auto wound. Envalse on Gaz is 4, on Makari is a 2-up, and you cannot reroll them. Alright, so hopefully Gaz's points comes down, because this doesn't seem super strong. It seems okay. I'm assuming they're just going to put him in a squad of mega armored knobs or something like that. Infantry. So he's infantry again, so he can go through walls, so that's fine. Character, Epicure, Gazkul. I'm a little underwhelmed with Gazkul, to be honest. Maybe other people see something different than I see, but he's just a very solid character. I don't think he could hang with Abaddon or Reboot Gilliman right now. But that's just my personal opinion. Yeah, Portalis Dread, not something of bigger. Gazkul tear them sure with Poison Claw. Not necessarily. 6 attacks. I mean, hits on 2s, but strength 14, but 6 attacks. You roll 2 1s, now you get 4 hits. Someone's got invul saves. You get 1 to 2 through. Like, alright, so see what they give us in the weapon spotlight. Def Cannon. Blast. 72 inches. 36 shots. Strength 5. Strength 4. Or Bliss Skill 5. Strength 14. Neg 3. D6 damage. Alright, that's not horrible. I mean, it's going to be on a... What does that look like? It's on a Stampa, so I mean, it should be a pretty big gun. But especially with Blast, you're shooting big units. You're getting extra attacks on this. Random damage, but you're getting a lot of shots. So I actually like that gun. That's pretty solid, I would say. What else do we get? Mega Choppa. So all Orks, Giant Walkers, and better killing stuff with the advanced Mega Choppa. So that goes what on the Stampa or the Orkanaut. So it looks like they're really giving us the weapons for the big guy. So hopefully we'll get to see him more. So Strike, 6 attacks, Weapon Skill 3, 24. Ooh, Strength 24, Neg 5, 10 damage. That'll hurt. And then the Sweep, 18 attacks, Weapon Skill 3, Strength 10, Neg 2, 3 damage. Alright, so that's going to cause some mayhem. If you're running these big boys, their gun and their weapons seem pretty dang strong. And now what do they give us? Oh, Squig Launcher for the rocket truck. So they're giving us a bunch of weapons. Squig Launches, Blast, Ignore Cover, Indirect Fire. Alright, so Indirect Fire and ignores cover. That's nice, because I believe Indirect grants the benefit of cover if you're shooting out a line of sight, so this just takes that right away. So 36-inch range, D6 plus 6 with Blast. That's pretty solid. Bliss Skill 5, Strength 5, Neg 1, 2 damage. And with like, ignores cover, you're pretty much getting that Neg 1 all the time. So that's not horrible. I mean, obviously Orks have trouble hitting, but you're getting a bunch of shots, so that's decent. Alright, and then they're going to give us a stratagem here. Orks is never beaten. This is a Wa Tribe Epic Stratagem. So this looks like just for the detachment. Fight phase, just after any unit has selected its targets. One Ork unit from your army that was selected as a target of one or more attacking units attacks. Until the defending phase, each time model unit is destroyed, If that model has not fought this phase, do not remove from play. The destroyed model can fight after your attack model unit has finished making attacks and is then removed from play. Alright, so Fight on Death for 2 CP. That's solid. It's something most combat armies really should have access to. Oh, and they're going to give us another one. Here we go. Wa Tribe Battle Tactic Stratagems. This is another for the Wa Tribe. Starting movement phase, 1 Ork infantry unit from your army. Till end of the turn, add 2 to advance and charge rolls made for your unit. Alright, so you pop this on the Wa. You get to add 2 inches to your advance, and then add 2 inches to your charge roll. I like that. That definitely helps you on your go turn. It's only on 1 unit, but pop it on those Mega Knobs with gas. Make sure they get in. I mean, solid. Overall, army rules fine. Beast snag is fine. Gaz, a little disappointed in. Weapons seem solid, and stratagem seem fine. So we'll see what else is in the book and other characters and stuff. Other than a little disappointment with Gaz, seems like very solid rules. So if the rest of the army makes up for Gaz, then if he's just going to be if his points come down enough to reflect his data sheet, and we'll see what's on the back if there's anything cool in the back we're missing. But if his points come down to match his data sheet, then it'll be fine. If he costs what he does now, then you probably won't take him, but which would be a shame because he's a beautiful model. But not disappointed. We'll see. A lot of it has to do. We have to see what the index is and the points and the other units are. But the army rule seems fine, especially sustained hits on the amount of attacks Orks get could end up being really solid, especially if there's any strats or buffs or characters that let you get sustained hits or get critical hits on better than a 6. Then this could really pop off. But really all I got to say about the Orks. Let's see what how they do. Once the indexes come out, we'll have a much better view on it all.